Hey everybody, welcome to Live from Summerland. We're thrilled to bring this week's show off, and we're getting ready to go. And we have what I believe to be the most excellent guest, the most excellent beginning to today's show, which is going to be Mr. Billy Woods. From here, from there, from Colorado, from around the world, he's carrying a message of peace and hope and love. And that's what, at the core, we believe Live from Summerland is all about. It's about bringing fresh new music and brand new paradigm of love and understanding and compassion with a willingness to open your heart to a new way of life. That's what Billy brings us today, and I'm glad he is here. Thank you for your presence, sir.
You're quite welcome. And thank you everybody out there in the audience. Hello, we begin here. Imagine, my friends, imagine with me for just a moment.
Hey everybody, we're here live at Summerland. We have a very cool treat this weekend. We have someone who's going to do a little drum and a little ceremony for us at the beginning of today's program. And I'd like to introduce you all to Mr. Billy Woods.
And good morning everyone out there in the audio-visual land. And in a few minutes I'm going to play a couple of pieces from my original composition I wrote called The Peace is Possible Suite. And I'm going to talk about peace and love and light, and a couple of the things that are more serious about what stands in the way of us being able to have a peaceful planet, and talk a little bit about clean air and clean water and clean food, and maybe even closing the gap between the haves and the have-nots, and think about how silly greed actually is. And then ask us all that if we believe that peace is possible, then when enough of us believe that it is possible, it becomes possible. And we'll talk about those things a little more and play my composition. And in the meantime, enjoy. Imagine with me for a moment that all beings might know peace in our lifetime. Imagine what that world would look like for you. Imagine the world where the pollution of the 21st century has washed the air, has been washed from the air, and it's all clean again and pristine, and the pollution is gone. Imagine what that world might look like. Think about that just for a moment, because without the clean air, we can't live here. And just as a way of being silly, everyone take a deep breath. And hold it. Okay, I won't make you hold it for 8 minutes because we would all perish. But that understanding of how important air is to us, remember that when you go 8 minutes without air, we could die. Imagine what it would be like if all the rivers in the country were running clean and free of Giardia, and all we could drink out of any stream anywhere in the country. Imagine what that would be like and how much work it's going to take for us to make that happen. Imagine that could really be present. And so let's think about water, the blood of life. spoke earlier in the interview, and I'm just going to talk about these things and kind of space over them. You know, we're not going to have the real kind of peace that we might ask for unless we can close the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Not to be overly serious, but what isn't okay with me is this simple fact. It's not okay with me for 1,000 people to have so much that 10 million people went to bed hungry today. That is what's not okay. I don't care how much people have, but we have to find a way that all humans can go to bed fed. And the other sort of thing which I talk about a little bit and is that I believe that there is no them and us. I actually believe that there's not even us. What I believe is that human beings are so energetically connected to one another that there's only one human on the planet. And for me to hate my brother who lives in Africa or in Asia or in the Middle East is like hating my toe. And we can all giggle because it's just that silly. And with that message, I'd like to proceed to the composition entitled Peace is Possible. And peace is possible one mind and one heart at a time. And it comes from each individual one at a time. The peace that I talk about is the one that we embrace in self. And I've embraced peace in self because it makes me feel better. And it makes me be a better person. It's very selfish why I do that. And when we talk about the energy, Carl Jung taught me that the human consciousness, the collective unconsciousness, he called it. When enough people believe that peace is possible, it will affect the collective unconsciousness, and when enough of us believe that it is possible, we cannot be overcome. And thank you for that. I would play this composition for you now. I would leave you with one last thought about peace as possible. Folks ask me why I've dedicated my life to this, to bringing peaceful ways to the world, and it's really simple. I love my great-grandchildren, and they're still alive.
Beautiful. One question though, after people hear you and they're kind of digging the message, how can they find out more?
Oh, I'm really easy to find. You go to billywoods.com, it's Billy Woods, one word, and that is where my homepage is and my website. And there are videos of the other performances of these pieces of different places in the world. And there are 6 albums that are MP3 files, and they're downloadable for free. That is the work that I've done over my lifetime. And you can write to me at billy@billywoods.com, and I answer all my fan mail. And if you have questions, and of course at billywoods.com lives way more about me than anyone ever needs to know. And thank you for your time and presence and energy.
Thank you so very much.
You're quite welcome.
Very cool. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Your presence is the essence of the beauty and wonder, and I believe there's only one of us here, and we are thrilled to wage peace throughout the world. If we had a CD and we were like on it, this would be our theme song, Jerome. It's called "Waging Peace." Okay, and then just follow.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna come in after.
Yeah, come in.
Come in after. Yeah, wait till he comes in.
Okay. He can edit that out. Anyway, this is kind of like our signature song. We hope y'all appreciate it. We're glad you're here and we love everybody. This is called "Waging Peace."
1, 2, 3, 4. And higher energy in all the nations, across the earth and everywhere. People are waking up, taking to the streets with love, all around the world. A new kind of revolution. We are waging peace worldwide. A new freedom lights every heart and mind. United by love, across all space and time. We are all one. It's quantum. Right here. time. We are waging peace. Now is our time. We are waging peace. Now is our time. We are having a revolution of heart and mind. Black, white, yellow, red, every beautiful kind. Straight or gay or Muslim, Hindu, Christian, Jew, no longer separated by the lies that they told you. Police and military are our brothers, sisters and family. Feeling the new vibrations and higher energy. And all the nations across the earth put their weapons down. Wage peace like you and me. Darkness and corruption, all the real enemies. We are waging peace. Now is our time. We are waging peace. Now is our time. We are waging peace. Now is our time. We are waging
Beautiful. Thank you very much. That's called Waging Peace.
As my friend Tommy says, tell all your cool friends to come on out to Summerland and enjoy an afternoon of music, mayhem, and madness. Come out to Live from Summerland, where we're getting ready to throw down and have some of the most fantastic music and fun you can have anywhere.